There has been a flooding in Arizona recently where the four corners are, which reminds me of the reading of Isaiah that he will bring rivers to this desert because that is a desert. And when you read here, it will also tell you that in this reading that he will be gathering. This is the gathering, the second exodus of his punished people. That's in the reading Isaiah 43. And I want you to realize this, right? This is a promise of victory over Babylon. And who is the king of that area right now? You know, Egypt is in America. It's in the east coast of the U.S. King Cyrus. And I tell you that King Cyrus is Trump. So when you see him in power right now, this is what it represents. It represents the gathering and the fall of Babylon. So this is in the reading Isaiah. Now we're going to the reading of Jeremiah. So in the reading of Jeremiah, it starts off with Jeremiah 50. You see Babylon. This is on the fall of Babylon. And I explained before that Abba will be sending in the Medes to destroy Babylon. The Medes are Iran. This is this Iranian system of the District of Columbia that runs everything. The Iranians. And who is in charge to help this come to play? It is none other than Cyrus again. And who is Cyrus? Trump. Trump is helping to destroy Babylon because he is bringing chaos out of order. This is what's happening. And as you read this one, it will tell you how the civil war will be taking place and that Abba will be destroying and killing Babylon because they killed her people. So these are scriptures that I want you to read and touch up on because this is where we're living in right now. This is playing out. Again, Trump is not the Antichrist. He's a Antichrist. He is one of the principalities, but the one that will be coming into power is going to be Barack Obama. He is coming back.
Could be coming to how you prove who you are. Utah State is considering rolling out a digital ID to help prove who you are in your online dealings. But with data breaches on the rise, Jim Spiewak asked if this can be a game changer for your online safety and security.
Everyone is born with identity.
You control your identity. You should control your digital identity.
Christopher Bramwell, Utah's chief privacy officer, is leading the state's effort to create a state-endorsed digital identity system, which would provide residents with a verified digital credential proving they are who they say they are.
So someone being able to pretend that they're me probably wouldn't happen.
The whole point of state-endorsed digital identity is to give you control of your identity so nobody can impersonate you.
Bramwell sees initial uses for digital identity for things like going through TSA or verifying identity for government services. But he also says demand is growing in the private sector.
Why wouldn't you just use an identity you control to log into services and you don't have to worry about reset passwords?
Bramwell says once you receive your credential, the state won't know when you use it and it won't be tracked, but it would be stored securely in something like a digital wallet.
What do we tell people about why this will be secure?
The security is our top priority, but most importantly, how do you recover when there's a security breach without having to do reissuance of identity to everybody in the state?
Utah lawmakers passed Senate Bill 260 this year, which laid the baseline policy that gives individuals the right to digital identity, but not a mandate to opt in. Senator Kirk Cullimore was the bill's sponsor.
Everything is digital now. A lot of what we do, even in interacting with the state, is digital.
With AI advancing rapidly, Cullimore believes many technologies will soon require state endorsement.
Do you feel confident that what is in policy right now as we start to build this out is the most safe and secure?
The laws and the parameters to establish its safety and the security and the principles of freedom surrounding that are getting put into place.
And Arizona happens to be the center of the world and part of the Four Corners reservations. Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona, those four. So that's where Jerusalem was in Utah, and it comes back. It will be coming back. That is just cleaning off the earth through fire, water, and blood, the blood of our enemies, and then he's just purifying it. It comes back to his children, and it gets started all over again. And the system, the new system, the digital system, is going to be installed, or is being installed right now in Utah. Again, Utah is Jerusalem, where Holy City was at.
This is in Arizona?
This is in Arizona.
And this really rich guy, he's a, what is it?
He's a Rothschild.
A Rothschild. He bought this town of Felicity and named it after his wife, Felicity.
Wait, is this real?
Who we think we ran into.
Can we make sure that this is real?
We visited it.
Go for tours of this place.
Oh, we did a tour.
We did a tour.
Horrifying.
Why?
They tried to get us in the center of the pyramid, in the center of the thing, put our foot in the middle, save this thing and make a wish and then sign a contract. And I was like, and we were like, I'm not doing that. And she was like, well, it's the only part of the tour you have to do.
And they go,
to do the tour. And that's when we said, we don't want to do the tour anymore. We're going to leave. And she was pissed.
and then they said, she goes, this right here is the center of the world.
This image from the video that Trump posted after King's Day, no King's Day, well, that is the sundial behind him and his crown, because he is King Cyrus.
Insieme la tradizione romana con questo girando su se stesso ed è molto curato nell'aspetto appunto della coloritura dell'armatura e molto spazio viene dato anche appunto ai figuranti. Rispetto per esempio al carro che abbiamo visto Trump che va sulla luna, no? Che era sornione, che era molto appunto...
Insomma in dirette Facebook, insomma un po' di tutto, al di là ovviamente dell'impatto c'è anche un messaggio forte in un contesto politico, geopolitico piuttosto delicato.
Ma è senz'altro, cioè lui brandisce questa arma dell'economia dove c'è scritto dazi
futuristico con il Presidente degli Stati Uniti, e queste sono le immagini che vi mostriamo del carro di prima categoria di Fabrizio Galli.
Videos that people are posting how they're going to rob and steal because the coupons have been shut down. This is what they want, because this is going to give them the reason to bring in martial law. As you can see, the National Guards are throughout the states right now.
Thousands of people have stormed to the internet talking about how unsafe they're going to make this country for the rest of us. I cannot even believe I'm having to make this video. Thousands, again, thousands upon thousands of people are making videos on TikTok and other platforms saying that they're going to be in daylight robbing people for their groceries. Not just your groceries, they're going to be robbing cars, houses, anything you can even think of. And trust me, this video is a must-see. I never say that. We're about to get into really how bad it is. We just had the U.S. Marshal shooting this morning. We just had the cartels allegedly put bounties on ICE agents. People are absolutely, literally going insane. First, let's talk about all the alleged robberies that may just take place. It's because the EBT line is not working for this November, I guess because of the shutdown, but also, it's also because they added or updated work requirements, making you work 20 hours a week. Let me preface this video by saying I sympathize with the people that are on EBT. I do. I understand how that can be difficult and not make enough money and be able to qualify for something like EBT. And I'm not too proud to say I've gotten EBT before. Most recently, when my son died a few years back, we ended up getting it for a few months while I was taken off of work. But while sympathizing, to then threaten every single person in broad daylight in the Walmart parking lot, food banks exist. We cannot get to the place in society where we're too proud to go into a food bank, but we're not too proud to rob someone for their groceries in the parking lot. So let's listen to a few mentions.
People are going to start, I'm telling you, this is going to be a thing. People are going to start, instead of stealing groceries from the stores, they're going to start watching people go to their cars. And they're going to take all of their groceries. And you know what the store going to do? Not our problem.
Just a quick FYI, I wouldn't try that in an open carry state.
And a PSA to them retail workers during this hard time of going on in the world, I really don't advise y'all to try to chase after anybody that's trying to collect them some food for their family as they're walking out that door with that cart, because you might around and don't make it home.
Stealing food is not collecting food. Again, I do sympathize with hard times.
Y'all better lock y'all cars at night, lock your cars, lock your house up. If you're one of the people that just leave your car unlocked, parked in your driveway, you better lock it. With the food stamps being gone and people not gonna have no, people gonna eat, okay? Nobody's just gonna, this is 2025, nobody's just not gonna eat, food stamps, I'm telling you right now.
And then we had the U.S. Marshal get shot today. We have shootings all over the country happening every single day in schools and churches, etc. The alleged bounty on ICE workers, these protests happening day by day, clashing with government agencies. Civil war is right around the corner. And these people, they know it. Completely unrelated, not only does the media know this, it's actually playing stories and videos to make us mad at each other.
Create chaos, and they create control.
Over the world headquarters in Switzerland of the World Masonic Headquarters for World Freemasonry, over the door is Ordo ab Chao, which is Latin for order out of chaos. And all Freemasons know that term, Ordo ab Chao. Order out of chaos. The concept is to create chaos, to create the problems. Then while the people are frightened to death of all the crime and everything that seems to be out of control, a riotous situation, the government then moves in with justification. In order to put down this terrible chaos, they must have full power of the military, full obedience of the people to give the government full power to do whatever they want. That's why we're having all over the world wars, riots, bloodshed, famines, all kinds of things happening around the world. It's being manipulated. It's being orchestrated, not just for Los Angeles.
It's conflict control.
Conflict control.
There's been more wars since the creation of the United Nations.
Trump is the best thing happened ever to us, that he is the magician of the highest order, that he is there in his irrational mind to create confusion in order that the human being can find new order. And you know, it's not so stupid thinking about this in that way. It's completely turning things upside down. Because since Trump is around, things are changing. Because we are waking up.
So think of it, in this horrible period, this horrible, dark period where this monster came and worked its horrible, horrible spell over the world.